What's up, people? Today is Sunday. I think we are due to do the Diaspora series, chapter, let me call this one 33. I'm not sure that it's 32, but it's 33. 2012, I'm in Uganda, August. Summertime, and when you return back home, it's more or less like, are you back? People ask you that question all the time, yet they are saying you're back. It was a low key, because I remember I checked into the hotel, Etana Hotel, Bukoto. Very nice place. The owner is my friend, Kizito. Very good friend of mine. He's a billionaire. And I was on the top floor with the ring view across. Ntinda had changed a lot. Bukoto Ntinda, those who can remember. The only thing that was closest there was the Bukoto flats, the white flats and the brown flats. Muzi Jukira flats says, I had many friends there. It's many civil servants who used to stay there. And every morning you would see the Uganda Commercial Bank. Minister of what? There were vans, Mercedes-Benz vans, which used to go in and ferry the staff, taking them to office. You drive. It was always, you would see in the morning the commuters going to work and everything. That is, I'm talking of the 80s people. Yeah. A good example even would be Makerere University. All the students in Buganda Road who were staying in Makerere University, they had a bus. The Tata bus in the morning and in the evening. There was also another bus called Kidayo coach. Bus Tata. There was always a talk that those buses were owned by Emmanuel in Sobuga. Yari muchachi. Ngabagamba buses za Emmanuel in Sobuga. The bishop, was it the archbishop, something like that? Things like that. But anyway, what was going on in 2012? I had lost my brother, our last born, Michael. He had passed away in November 2014. Is it 2014? No. In 2011, November. Because I'm in Uganda in 2012, so I had to go to the village, Chitagobwa, to pay my respects and all that. So there were a lot of things in motion, a lot of things to do, but that wasn't the problem. So the biggest problem was to see my son. Kakati Woro, that's the first thing I did the day I arrived. The day I arrived in Kampala, I went to Mukono. Mukono is along Ginger Road. I had a shop in Mukono. Mujukira wali omuvule, the Mutuba tree. Is it the Muvule tree or the Mutuba tree? In the junction that goes to Kayunga, continuing on Ginger Road, it's like a valley. Then that is Colin Hotel. That's where I used to hang out. You remember Kalinimi organ music show? There used to be a guy, there's a man who used to play the organ. I loved that organ show, and it used to be shown on the UTV as well. But me, I would go there and enjoy my evenings with a girlfriend or band in your Sibajukadimania. Band is a buli omu ali omwagala That was my time. But I had a shop in Mukono. Mufuna bulungi nnyo. So, Global Junior Academy, I had gone there that day and then checked out the school and everything. And they were breaking off for their holidays. A week later, my sister would take care of that to pick him up. And then he was staying at my sister's. Kati, mama w'omwana oyo naye namugulira ettaka era ng'azimba ennyumba ennabweru. I don't know what happened to that house. Kye nabagamba nti nze nafiirwa ebintu bingi nnyo. If I had staked all my interests together in order, nandibadde n'ebintu bingi nnyo. I didn't care less, you know. Kati, I didn't want to know because I wasn't interested. We had long before moved on with our lives. Mainly I was doing my own thing. So I wasn't in her personal life. Kati waliwo n'ebirala ebyaliwo ebyo ebinja bireeta luvannyuma. Kubanga kakati maama wa mutabani wange baali bamuzaala omwana ogwo. Maama we era nagendayo e Kasubi ng'alina ettaka. Yalina ettaka kuliko ennyumba. I don't know what happened to those things, but the last I had heard, yali asikidde jjajjaawe nga bamuwadde ettaka eka kumpi 2. Her grandmother, the grandmother of my baby mama, had been bequeathed a big chunk of land. So bingi nnyo ebibeera mu family mutamanya, but bw'oba oli na distance gy'o keeping, you don't want to get involved in shenanigans of family matters. Biba biwanvu ebintu bya family mutemu bimanyi. Okay, akati then I touched base with the family, with her family. We kind of need to do something, maybe now funeral rites. I know there's no problem with that. If it is about money, I'll take care of that. Yes. Lwerumbe olw'e Masaka kabonera gibamuzaala naye nagendayo ewaabwe nga mmanyiye Masaka. Nabeeranga Masaka. I had a depot of Nile breweries and I had a shop. Entertainment. Buddu Street wewali amaduuka agange abiri nga nsula waggulu ku flat ya mwami Waswa. Bw'ogenda ku Buddu Street mu corner board, the last 2 shops were mine. Era ne wobuuza mwami Waswa bambi passed away, but I think the family is still there. I think the family, because they owned that building. It was a family building. We were very, very good friends. When we were very, very good friends, he hosted me in his house. Upstairs. I was staying in their house. He had young kids, but now they should be old men. But mwami Waswa. Ngabana bato nganze mbalera nbera mu nyumba. I was ngatenga ndi wansi nkola businesses zange. Before I moved to what? To Bruvard Hotel. Do you know Bruvard Hotel? The annex wing of Bruvard Hotel was bought and added on to the hotel. You see where the swimming pool is? That used to be somebody's house. Then it was bought, and initially it was an annex extension of the hotel. Era nembera mu hotel ya Bruvard for about 6 months before. That was 1999, around that time. When I used to come to Kampala, every weekend I used to drive to Kampala from Masaka. Mwete mulabye ebintu byonna kegose ebintu byennakola byali bingi nnyo. So this is it. Now I remember that morning I set off with a convoy. Of course, now I always have a convoy. Family, friends, byonna keguse abantu bali excited okundabako era banaba bategedde ebyaliwo nga bagano keguse tulina okujja kulumbe. Nali wakusulayo, but I think things came up, and then the sister Jennifer Ojiwang, she was my classmate, she was being married. She contacts me and then says to me that Patrick Toja, come the next day. I said, all right, okay, no problem. Zengamai, of course, there would be family meetings, there would be things to talk and all that or whatever. They would think I'm there to what? To probe. Okubuliriza. No, sibe naliko. Sibe naliko. So the next day we set off early in the morning to Masaka. But of course it was many memories driving along Masaka Road. We passed Buwama, where the Nkozi Buwama, where the university is. That is where she was studying. It was now called Uganda Matters University. We proceeded to Buwama, where the humps are. There used to be very, very bad humps. Humps of Bemotoka. And that's where I had my accident. The car rolled over. Pajero. Land Cruiser Pajero, whatever. And then we proceeded to Masaka Kabonera. We had the funeral rites had happened the night before. We wasn't even interested. I just sat in the background. I'll show you the pictures. And then we went to her grave, put flowers and everything, and that was it. Eventually in the evening, people were eager to say hello to me, blah, blah, blah. Mukom tabaringa wanda banyirira ndabika bulungi nyaga omusajja nga mulungi omusajja weranda nibyo na. You know what I mean? These are family issues. And that was it. Nekoma we Kampala. 2012, and then I began running around, getting this, getting that, getting this paperwork. Mtajwa nangeze mudwali ya mulago, jiafira. Abasawo bandabye bambuuza igwani. That's when they revealed to me. Bambuli ebintu bingi nnyo tono adde mulwadde for a long time. Sijui byani, sijui TB byani byonna sibitegeera. What? You know, ati yali azanyidde mu bulamu bwe. Yali azanyidde mu bulamu bwe. Mu bimanye by'abakazi. Wakola revenge, ibitabo byonna sijui namukyawa, ibitabo byonna saamukyawa. Nze I simply moved on naye ne mwagaliza ki? Getting her on with her life. Ukiraba? Nze ndi London. In fact, bwaba yali alowooza nti no ndikomawo tekirinawo. There was no proposition of Kegus coming back to Uganda. Nali nsayininze kiwedde. Kubanga ne wenva e Uganda mu 2004. Teyandaba. Nze kyenzijukira yajja empereerwe n'atwala omwana. Mujjukira sikano gye nabagamba byasangawo abakazi. Yasanga naye. Nze nasulanga n'abakazi benjagala. Yasangawo abakazi bana mu bedroom yange. Sijuka nakujuka je. I don't remember these things. Tuvudde mu ndongo twakisuzeemu tukomyewo. Tinzize omwana wange ali mbagala nze siyomba naawe nze sina budde buyomba kati n'atwakwata omwana n'amutwala. That is 2004. December nembeera e Uganda olwo nali nkomyewo, in fact ebisinga ddala kumpi singa off nali nkomyewo. I remember okuva e Uganda male nkole ne pate ya Angenu eyo mu 2005 byebyo byonna ebyo drama ati ne business ezo nazo now I'm trying to put things back together. Nali nkomyewo ne computers ntaddewo internet cafe awo awali Centenary Gundi Centenary Bank awo akazimba akaddako. It was the KCC Club House which it became like a small mall around that time. Nenfuna omusajja I think it was Congolese or something amanyi bya IT nemu omulimu akamanaging na buli kimu. Olwo ntandise ne charity young to youth awareness program sente zirina ngenda kudda bya charity kegus njabalaga video nensima ne gondi nayikonde ekitagobwa ne nkola kap bintu bingi bye nakola nebutandise okunyumira maze okusoma buli kimu kati I'm planning the next phase of my life, but long behold ngali mubimanyi kati bino ebyawano jabyeterako nnyo nenkola decision namba kakati nsigaza weeks 2 kanzi nyumirwe era nenkyakala kegusi eri obulamu naye abantu tebamanyi nti no nzirayo e London. That is 2005 era February nga 2 nennyonyi nenkomawo. The weekend before ye pate gyenkola mu Angenois eya weeks 2 nakola pate no eyennaku 2 Friday night Saturday night open bar executive buli kiisi yonna inaina mu Kampala yajja abayimbi baani bonna ba Bobi Wine ba Chameleone baani bonna omugagga aye bonna nga abamanyi. We were friends.
Yeah, I think it's direct debit, so you don't have to worry. I'm very thinking
Ngine mu entertainment
in my head earlier. Only because my
kati mulaba emboozi gyeva mulaba emboozi gye ye 2012 kakati nkomawo then ekyo ekyaliwo ebirala naye mbeerako awo. What used to take my time in 2012 family nenkola pate ebwebajja wanti wa Mama Laz, the sister, the younger sister to my mom. She's in America. Nenkola pate baani bonna family byani webityo kegu nenga 2012 was very humble. It was the very, very humblest I've been in Kampala. Nenkomawo. That was the beginning of another chapter. Tugenda okutandikirako mu Diaspora series. We are going to start from 2012 to Chambuse. Mulabe byonna from 2012 paka 2014 when maliriza university then graduating and that was it. Kati senga tebyali mu bino byakuleeta mwana 2014 nali nkomawo. I was coming back mission yange yali 2014 kegusi graduating na buli kimu kwanze n'okubula asinawo kyenegombawo tekibanga nawo. It's just nti kutwaliriza budde bagenda na maaso na bulamu naye story eya Diaspora series awo we tugenda okutandikira mbawe what really was the construct. Mutegera bulungi nnyo kiki ekizimba ku kinakyo from that point paka wano wetuli kati today mabega, let's do a U-turn. Kati mu 2012 ndiye Uganda and nkola observations nyingi nnyo, critical observations mu business. Kampala yali etandise okukyuka. In fact, Kampala yali ekyuse. Kakati nga there is a new generation, there is a new breed, there is a new people. Kampala gye naleka mu 2001 nenkomawo mu 2004 yali Kampala ndala. Ate mu 2004 to 2012 yali Kampala ndala. Kakati imagine me going back to Uganda now. It's another whole. Kati yensi bwe tuwetambula. Kati kyembagamba ekya time and place. Time evolves, place changes. Yembos. Ebintu ebikushapinga biba bingi nnyo. Abaana bwe waleka nga bali 2 years ng'oddayo nga bamaama nga bafumbo uncle, you know, byebyo. Kakati ye emboozi bwe tuweefaanana. Emboozi ya Kegusi Diaspora series tukyagenda mu maaso tukuba back to back. Well, all these questions are there to be answered. These questions are there to be answered. Kati mugenda kumbuuza nti tewacakalamuko. Kegusi tewacakalamu Kampala yo wajinga gwe, you are the king of the Kampala. Tewacakalamuko. Nali mu hotel ebiseera ebisinga nga nkiringa bukirinze ndaba TV nkola kino nkola kiri bwe bityo. Small time. Ati guys, yebadde emboozi in brief.